Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Macon Campbell and this is maconSTUFF. So as I mentioned in my last video, my family and myself are getting ready for our December camping holiday. We do camp regularly, not that much this year, especially with the baby, but December holidays when we go camping is our biggest camp during the whole year, which basically means that we take just about everything but the kitchen sink. So as a result, there are quite a few things that need to be done in order for us to go camping. There are things that need to be repaired, things that need to be made, arrangements that need to be made, and all sorts of things. So instead of me not posting any build videos for the next month, I thought I'd take you guys along with me. So I am planning some renovations to our camping trailer, which is getting registered at the moment. But while I'm waiting for that to come back, I have to make some kind of fishing rod mounting system on the front of my wife's Jeep Grand Cherokee. You know, if I could afford to put a fancy 4x4 ARB bumper on the front, you know, fishing rod holders wouldn't be a problem. I'll show over here a little bit of what the front of the car looks like. As you'll see, it has two towing hooks on the front. There's one at the back as well. But I think I'm going to use the ones in the front. My initial idea was to make a mounting system that can go onto those brackets with a piece that joins them in between that I can weld or bolt accessories to. What I ended up deciding was just attaching something to one of them. So I did a bit of prototyping out of wood just so I could hash out some ideas and see where I'm going towards with this build. And this is sort of what I came up with. I made a mock-up of what the actual towing hook looks like that's coming out of the car in the front, specifically the one on the left. And my idea is as follows. I'm going to use mainly 5mm plate steel, mild steel, which is what I built this table with. I've got a bit of offcuts over there, so I'm going to use that. And flat bar probably where necessary. So I quickly traced out the rough shape of this. It's going to go on the top like that. I'll make a bit of a skirt for it that goes around the side out of flat bar so that it can seat nicely onto that hook. I'll have another slightly smaller one at the bottom so it doesn't interfere with the flat bar skirt that I've made. Then I'll get high strength machine bolts. I'll go through here. And then obviously I'll weld some nuts onto the top of this top plate, which these bolts can be threaded into. And that's basically going to be how I attach it to the existing hook. This is kind of what I had in mind. It gives me enough surface area to weld some other things to, which is what comes next. I just used a piece of wire that was lying around the shop just to kind of get the profile. I traced that over on another piece of MDF, cut that out, which I refined a little bit, and I'm going to have two of them. One is going to be somewhere in that direction and the other one somewhere in that direction, and I'll probably add some tabs on here so that I can bolt different kinds of accessories, or just at least a cross member in between them that I can then attach stuff to. That's my basic design. I've got no idea if it's going to work. I truly hope it will. So we better get this done. Well, that was a very ambitious build for me, but I couldn't be happier with how it turned out. I started with about half an idea in my head, and this is what I ended up with. Now, I'm not totally done with it. There are one or two additions that I'd like to add to it. The main thing being probably going to take a piece of aluminium flat bar and bend an upside down U shape that goes around here, and make another one of these that's kind of cut in half that's going to attach to that, just so that I have another support point a little bit higher to make the rods a little bit more stable while we're cruising up and down the beach. But I'm not going to make a whole video for that. I will most probably post it on Instagram. But all in all, I'm very chuffed with this design. I made it in such a way that the fishing rod holder can be taken off, and with those mounting points, the possibilities are endless. I've jokingly asked the people on Instagram and Facebook for ideas for other accessories I can make for this, and I had a couple of interesting requests, or ideas at least. But this project has taken me a bit longer than it was supposed to. I started it last week Monday. Today is Monday, so it's taken me a week. And I'm only shooting my outro today, so I officially have one day less for this week's video. So let me not yap on and waste time. Let's get this edit finished so I can upload and get started with the next video. Thank you very much for watching. It's always great to have you guys here, and until next time, keep making stuff.